What is the most ridiculous goal you have? On my bucket list I wrote to touch lava. Haven't done it yet. And no, I am not gonna touch it with my bare hands. Maybe with like a stick or something. IDK. I want to be on the Muppet Show. Which is no mean feat, because I'd have to both have cultural impact, unlikely, and the Muppet Show would have to be in production. Which it hasn't been, since before I was born. I want to go as far north as I can. Made it to about 68 degrees north so far. Someday owning an island, and having my friends living on it. Making a living off of music. To sell enough books that I can quit my day job and make a living writing sci-fi and horror. Being not single with someone I find attractive. Making my pet's lifespan as long as mine. Be a Bond girl. I want to bite my elbow. Never dying. I'll do it, or die in the process. Oscar winning actor. Obviously. Have I ever acted? No. Will I ever act? Also no. To be 100% debt free and financially stable. To learn how to say can you call the hotel porter? There appears to be a frog in my bidet. In as many different languages as possible. Magically getting cured of all my health problems. To be the artistic maker of stained glass windows in the style and quality of Louis Comfort Tiffany. Having a steady, reliable job with decent benefits and a reasonable salary. Working over 40 hours would be uncommon and or optional. Being happy. To travel to every country with a potato and take a picture of it in front of some landmark or monument famously known in that country. All with the same exact potato and in a time frame before it goes bad. Hug every cat. But I can't. I can't hug every cat. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Helping humanity. I'm doing my best. I don't consider it ridiculous. But my current goal is to lift 450 pounds on my 45th birthday. To achieve that, I'll need to put about 100 pounds onto my squat between now and then. Secondary goal, buy a large tract of land out in the country and build a house/workshop on it. Then start a woodworking business there. This may be slightly more ridiculous, since I'm not a woodworker. I wish I could control all the cats in the world. Regular tabletop role playing game group. Get one of those campaigns going that lasts 4 years. Going around giving random redditors gold. I'd like to be passively ridiculously rich like people in movies, where they do what they want all day and just continue to become wealthier. However, I'd use my time live in a sort of home where I can live with homeless people. One at a time. Work with them through whatever troubles they're having. Whether it be rehabilitation from substance abuse or other issues. Basically giving them a place to live, clothing and food. I would work with them day to day, preparing them to join the workforce and put their lives back together. Opening savings account, rebuilding credit, doing mock interviews and helping them with resumes and teach them basic computer skills if they don't know them. Once they're able to support themselves, they could move into an apartment complex owned by my company, and where the rent they pay is actually just put into a savings account for them to be used as like a catch-up retirement account. If some of them would in turn like to do the same for others, they could work directly for me and do the same for others, working one-on-one with other people in need. IDKY. But whenever I'm walking my dog, I daydream about this a lot. It's been a goal of mine for many years to bite a shark and give them a taste of their own medicine. Smoking a blunt and having a glass of whiskey on my moon base while watching the Earth float in space. Publishing a comic book. I fully intend to create a DNA sequence containing genetic circuits that either prevent or repair all the different types of aging damage associated with human aging. The idea being you would get one session of gene therapy treatments and then live a longer, healthier life. Picture grandpa playing tackle football with the teenagers at the family reunion and winning. Towards this end, I'm currently studying for my master's in synthetic biology to gain the relevant engineering knowledge for the design of said DNA sequence. After that, what remains will be determining the optimal solution for each type of aging damage in kind and putting together the ultimate design, which would of course take years. But I'm stubborn and determined. I have already got ideas for taking on senescent cells and cancer, but they need to be tested. Specifically, I'm looking at the possibility of extra copies of P53 as a defense against cancer, which would open up telomerase as a potential treatment for senescent cells without the normally associated carcinogenic downside. Edit. If this idea interests you, check out Lifespan. https://www.lifespan.io/ and consider donating to the cause. To no longer have a belly button. Basically my goal right now is to lose enough weight to warrant a skin reduction/tummy tuck surgery, not because I'm particularly concerned about my excess weight. That's the secondary reason. The primary reason is that I want an excuse to have my belly button surgically removed. I think it would be great to have no belly button anymore, and I can only imagine it would make the surgery even easier if they don't have to worry about preserving it during the procedure. I love the idea of going to the beach and having a few particularly observant people wonder to themselves what happened to it/me. I want to tell people I was the first ever test tube baby and so I didn't have an umbilical cord. Or that the show Kyle's Eye was based on my birth defect. It would be a great little conversation topic without being inconvenient or anything like that. I've actually started saving for the surgery already and I'm down 50 pounds so far. Have my first property and have it paid off by 30. To get my kids to stop saying okay, boomer to anything I tell them. Be loved. Getting something done instead of procrastinating on Reddit. To get a girlfriend. Get a speeding ticket whilst riding a bicycle. I wanna be a centurion centenarian. Hopefully even live you to 102. Then I can have existed through 3 different centuries. There's 2. Equally ridiculous. To have the opportunity to make serving the general public my job. To make a real difference in a number of issues close to my heart at that. To have the woman I love be happy. To have her love herself. To have her a loving family. To have her be a genuinely accomplished, confident, stable, happy person that's entirely happy about everything in her life. And to also maybe be part of that fantasy someday. To get a decent job that pays enough to live comfortably and that I don't hate doing. My friend told me I can't be golden lol because girls are not that good at video games, as a joke of course, but I'm a competitive person so. To have a corner office. I do not play the corporate politics game. I just do my job and get shit done which keeps me employed, but not a up and comer. To create an AI that can handle fighting and studying cases. First at a small level, to make law accessible. Then at a larger level, to reduce legal costs and increase efficiency. And most importantly, to have that AI reach the level of a competent lawyer and make it cheap. So poor people do not have to go with a knife to a fight where the rich ones hold nukes. Basically, remove class-based problems in the legal field and turn free representation into equivalent representation. No one should lose because they didn't have an experienced lawyer. I want to win the Christmas light competition in my neighborhood. We bought our house in July last year and didn't realize well it moved smack bang into the middle of Christmas town. One of those neighborhoods that get the cops out to direct traffic because there are hundreds of people wandering around looking at the incredible light displays. The competition is tough and I'm lazy, but it is a goal. My husband offered to put a star on top of his 4x4 and turn the hazard lights on. But the neighbors have a snow machine and build a Christmas light maze in their front yard. So I don't think that will cut it. Astronomer here. I'm still hoping to someday get an asteroid named after me. They're basically named after pretty much anything vaguely astronomy related, because there are thousands out there. But you need to be the discoverer to suggest the name for it. And I'm lucky enough to do astronomy research. But not the kind where you discover asteroids. Open bracket. Someday. Traveling the world. A bit depressing because some people can genuinely do this. But the only time I have been able to go abroad was when I earned a merit scholarship to go completely for free. Who knows when I'll get to go anywhere again. I want to shoot a church cannon. Buying or building your own seems a bit much. But I'd love to be in a position to air launch some shirts to people. Lose my virginity. Witnessing and contributing to the ascent of humanity to an interstellar civilization. To be remembered. I mean truly remembered. A feat so few people have ever achieved. Famous actors and musicians' names will fade from history, only leaving those few deserving to be remembered throughout all of history. I want to suspend a railroad locomotive from aircraft cables, facing down, 6 feet off the ground, so people can walk underneath it. Through hike the Appalachian Trail. To buy my own house. And to add a secret door behind a bookcase that leads to another room. I want a shower where the whole ceiling is the shower head. Good speakers in there too. I want to study a computer science course at university, whilst my grades for computer science at Key Stage 4 are good. My maths leaves much to be desired. Still going for it though. Win the lottery. Climb a big wall. Climb a redwood. Climb the diamond. RMNP Co. Build my own company and make it worth over 10 million. Get married and have a kid. 2 chicks at the same time, man.